Moved into my dorm, I was supposed to have a roommate named Jake. His name was on the room assignment, but when I arrived, his side of the room was completely empty. No bed, no desk, nothing. I figured he must have switched rooms, so I had the place to myself. Then weird things started happening. Some mornings, my drawers would be open even though I always closed them. My laptop would be moved slightly when I swore I hadn't touched it. One night, I woke up to the sound of breathing, heavy, slow breaths, coming from the empty side of the room. I turned on my light. Nothing was there. Freaked out, I asked my RA about Jake. She checked the system and said, "That room was never assigned to anyone but you." I felt sick. That night, I barely slept. But at some point, exhaustion took over. At around 3 a.m., I woke up again. My closet door was open. Inside, there was a single notebook sitting on the floor. Inside, it said in shaky handwriting, "Thank you for letting me stay. Irindu." My new roommate, Leah, had an old mirror she brought from home. It was antique, cracked on one side, but she was obsessed with it. She always cleaned it, always made sure it was perfectly positioned to face her bed. I didn't think much of it until one night, I walked past it and saw something weird. In the reflection, Leah was already in bed, asleep. But in the mirror, she was sitting up, smiling. I blinked, and the reflection snapped back to match reality. The next night, it happened again, but this time, when I looked into the mirror, the reflection of Leah was staring at me, smiling. I told Leah, but she just laughed. "You're seeing things." Then one night, I woke up to the sound of whispering. Leah was asleep, but in the mirror, her reflection was standing up, facing me. I moved out the next day. I later found out the mirror had belonged to a girl who had died in that dorm. Number 3 lived in a single dorm, no roommate, just me. But every night, I'd wake up to the sound of sheets rustling, like someone was moving in a bed that wasn't there. At first, I told myself it was my imagination, just dorm noises. Then I started waking up feeling pressure on the other side of the room, like someone was watching me. One night, as a joke, I set up my phone camera to record while I slept. The next morning, I checked the footage. At 3:23 a.m., the blankets on the empty side of the room shifted, like someone was pulling them over their body. And then, at 3:30 a.m., the camera picked up something worse. A voice. "Why are you in my bed?" I transferred out the next week.